The family have grown bigger. A new member joining us, Congo, have joined us, and now we are OPEC 15.
The OPEC family expanded in 2018, and the Secretary General launched a new digital application to keep the industry informed.
The monthly oil market report that you just watch up is an industry first. This is the first time in the industry that we are having such an app. It represents the future.
As in any close gathering, gifts were exchanged and invitations issued.
I would like also to use this opportunity to extend the invitation made by the President of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, to the OPEC and non-OPEC countries to hold the next ministerial meeting in 2019 in Baku.
This was the fourth OPEC non-OPEC ministerial meeting, and collectively they pledged to maintain solidarity and unity and to work together for the benefit of both producers and consumers. At the concluding press gathering, the president of the conference reiterated the decision of the 174th meeting.
Whatever conformity levels we get from now until the end of the year, we feel that within the spare capacity that we have, we can deal with it, but we will deal with it collectively.
The co-chairs of the Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee, ministers from Saudi Arabia and Russia, joined the president of the conference and the Secretary General and talked about the value of the bigger group and its relevance for the future.
When we started our cooperation, we have been talking from day one about being able to act both ways and being able to act in the interest of both producers and consumers. Because if we bias it to either of those two sides, this will not lead to anything good in the future. Well, we all know, and we hear it every day, at each single energy conference, that demand for energy will be growing for many decades. And hydrocarbons are likely to stay as the key element of the global energy mix in the foreseeable future, which means that in order to satisfy this demand growth, we would need to exert extra effort in the future.
The flexibility that you have put in place now so that you can actually respond when the market needs it, is that what's really important going forward, and the unity of the group?
Absolutely. I think the unity of the group is important, so assuring our fellow members that we're not going to overshoot was part of the negotiations that took place within OPEC and within the JMMC, and then ultimately with the other non-OPEC countries. Everybody worked hard, everybody contributed. People don't want to see that destroyed by unnecessary supplies to the market that would undo the hard work.
That bigger group going forward, is that going to shift the dynamics of OPEC and your credibility in the market as well, whereby it's a bigger, stronger group?
The success over the last 2 years I think speaks volumes to oil producers to be part of this bigger tent that we are creating, working professionally, working pragmatically, working in a language that the global community of nations, the global economy can appreciate, providing the stability of energy supply that our consumers want and that the global economy desires.